Uh, hey there. It's me. Hi to you too. It's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, I left town like a few years ago. You might have just forgotten about me. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. You do recognize me, right? I mean, I've changed a whole lot over the years, and seeing me in a dress like this instead of the way I used to dress myself might throw you off a whole lot. I mean, right. Right, sorry. Calming down again. Gonna be okay, just, do you recognize me at all? Weird girl that used to sit at the back of the class? You used to call me Pipsqueak because you were really tall and I was pretty small. Yeah. Hi. How do I say this? I should have prepared for this. I think, have you been listening to the radio with any frequency at all? Like just Billboard tops and things like that. Just classic, standard, popular right now music. Oh, well, you might have heard my name pop up once or twice the last few weeks then. Oh God. I shouldn't have come here. This feels so weird and a little toxic. And also somehow so right. And I just wanted to see you again. And oh my God, I am speaking out loud. Sorry. You weren't meant to hear that. Do you mind if we just start this conversation again so I can do it properly? Thanks. Hi. I'm the weird girl that used to sit at the back of the class all the time. I just filled the top 3 of the Billboard Hot 100 with songs from my album. Please go out on a date with me. That wasn't much better, but at least it got all the information across. Oh, no, this isn't a prank. You can Google it if you want. I'm using Excite as my stage name now, so just check the list online. I'm definitely up there. Oh, you meant me impersonating Excite and the girl from your class as a prank? No, that would be a really elaborate prank to pull off, and even then, I'm not that good of an actress. Trust me. It's really me. Excite, showing up at your doorstep here to ask you on a date. That's fair. We should probably rewind a little so I can tell you about all the things that happened since high school because, a lot of stuff has happened since high school. Okay, let's start at the beginning. I used to be shy and weird. Sitting at the back of the class, bit of a loner. I didn't have much confidence. I barely got good grades on tests, and I felt like I was just going through the day in survival mode. Kind of numb to everything. Waiting to get home, sleep, and do it all over again. There were only a few things I enjoyed doing, most importantly, writing and singing songs. I wrote a lot of songs in the back of class. About all sorts of things, but mostly love. I wrote a lot of songs about imaginary scenarios, people who couldn't be together, the one that got away, star-crossed lovers, the usual. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but you were kind of my muse. I kept feeling really embarrassed because I kept staring at you, and then I would look back down and write with a blush on my face because I realized I was staring. It was really embarrassing, to say the least, but every time I looked at you, this dreamy expression came into my eyes and some sort of inspiration fog came into my head. And I just, it was almost as if those songs were written and I could read them on your skin. Which sounds weird, but it's how it felt to me. Anyways, graduation hit after that, and I took a gap year where I could travel around, have some fun, and most importantly, get far away from here. My mom wasn't the best, and I'd always wanted to meet my dad, so I got some money, got some bags full of my stuff, and I started looking for him. It turns out, not as easy as they make it seem in the movies. Spent most of that year aimlessly wandering around, looking for a possible next step or waiting for the result of other people looking or testing for me. But eventually I found out who my father was. Guess who? Okay, actually, you probably wouldn't know his name. But he's this big shot music producer. He had his own band first, and when they retired, he opened a massive studio to help new artists break through. Apparently, my mom and him had a fling when he was on tour, but not important. What's important is that I could prove it. So I called his office, and obviously they didn't believe me. I mean, he didn't even know he had a daughter, and people are trying to get face-to-face meetings with him all the time. But I said I had documentation that could prove it, and that I could show up to the company to provide evidence. So they called me in, did some official lawyer stuff, and suddenly the people at the company were all panicky, trying to arrange a meeting between my dad and me. Not even 24 hours after I stepped into the lobby, I was sitting across the table from a man in a suit that had exactly my eyes. Like, they say it's 50-50, but I'm pretty sure he just dominated my mom's genes entirely when it came to my eyes. It was awkward at first. He didn't know what to do, and neither did I, so we just sat there and talked, got to know each other. No, actually, I didn't tell him that I wrote songs at first. I was kind of busy with, suddenly having a father. I told him about my childhood, about my mom, about what it was like, about how I found him, but we only had like 4 hours to talk, so it never even came up. But he's just the greatest man on the planet. He's very kind, gives everything at least a try before saying no. Funny. And he takes great care of me. I called Mom that night and told her that I was going to stay with Dad because he had actually just rented me a penthouse suite for the night and promised he would have some customizations made to his huge mansion to make sure I had a room and could live there comfortably. And strangely enough, it took a really long time for him to figure out that I could sing. He didn't know until I was like singing one of the songs I wrote in the shower, and he knocked on the door and he's like, "Is that an indie band singing through the speaker? Is that you?" Yeah, he got me into a booth as soon as he could, and there I was, recording my first song. You might know it. It's called Wish You'd Looked Behind You. It's about, well, it's about you. It's one of the first songs I ever wrote about you. Because no matter how I look at it, you were the one sitting in front of me. You were the one that couldn't see me. You were the one that I wanted to look behind you and see me. Because I had a huge crush on you. Which, we already established, but it just saying it again. And while I was recording, all I could think about was you and how much I wanted you to know how I was doing. The only problem was that I didn't have your number or any contact back here. Exactly. That's why I came here. But first I recorded an entire album, debuted, and got really busy with all of that. It turns out that being a pop star isn't all about partying. Most of the time I'm actually super busy setting up meetings, talking to brands, being forced to think about my next album, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't come here to tell you any of that. What I came here for is to talk to you, or, well, to see you and let you know that, well, every single song on that album was written when I was sitting behind you in class. Sure, some editing has been done with my dad involved, but they're all inspired by you. They're about you. I'm not good at confessing, so to speak, but that entire album is me confessing to you. You just didn't know that until now. It's not like I say your name in any of the songs, or even then you wouldn't know that Excite and the girl from your class are one and the same. This was a really bad idea, wasn't it? You probably only barely remember me, and here I am, gushing my love for you and dedicating an entire album to you alone, and you literally just met me again for the first time in years. You're probably creeped out, and... What? What does that mean? I mean, yeah, I know there used to be a pizza place over by Town Square that I really enjoyed eating at, but... Wait. You know I used to eat there? How... You used to watch me eat pizza at my favorite place, so you did notice me. And you didn't notice I was staring at you? You did. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I never meant to make you uncomfortable, I swear. I was just so captivated by you, and I didn't mean to make you feel like I was being creepy or objectifying you. I just... oh, okay. I'll be quiet. Sorry. Processing. Gotta just, let that information settle into my brain. You had a crush on me, too. And I broke your heart when I left town for so long? How did you... Why didn't you... Oh... I'm getting lightheaded. No, I think I'll be fine. I need some place to sit down. Maybe something to drink. I mean... How could this have happened? Are we just both idiots who thought the other wasn't interested? Or were we both too shy to speak up about it? Or... I guess it doesn't, no. But you talking about the pizza place earlier, does that mean that you do want to go on a date with me? Oh my God, thank you. I'm so glad. Don't worry, I'll pay. I'm so excited. Do you want to go now or sometime else? I mean, You don't need to get all dressed up for me just because I'm in a fancy dress doesn't mean I expect you to be. Besides, you could never not look handsome. I checked every day at school for like 4 years unbroken. Not a single outfit you wore could make you look bad. Nope. Not exaggerating. You look fine as hell, boy. Now come with me. I've got so much I want to tell you and so much I want you to know about. Yes. I guess I'm still pipsqueak first and excite second. But hurry up. I haven't had the greatest pizza in the whole world in years, and now you're going to make me wait even longer?